For joining us here at Offside and Out of Bounds. This is our game now.
Hey, while you're here waiting for the video to load, why not drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn your post notifications on?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Let's go! Okay, Junior, welcome to the cast, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for Offside and Out of Bounds, the cast episode 3. I am Adam, and as always, I'm joined by Junior. Junior, are you ready?
Let's go!
Okay, Junior, so a little housekeeping. We continue the beer bracket. However, due to health and safety protocols, I am not going to be participating in the beer bracket today. So Junior is going to walk us through the 2 beers that are going head-to-head to finish out our lager region.
Quick update, Leafs 3-0.
Yes.
So we've got Amsterdam Blonde in the 7th seed, local beer here in Toronto. And then we have the Stella Artois, also known as the Wife Beater. We have at the 2 seed. Sorry, that was derogatory, but that's what they call it in Europe. Nothing much really to go through on these. I mean, Stella, everyone knows what Stella is. Amsterdam was a small brewery here in Toronto, and they're pretty well known in the area. So I'll start off with the 7 first. We'll go with that Amsterdam.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a big Stella fan. Let's see what the blonde looks like. Okay. Got the Heineken glass going for a nice Amsterdam.
Hey, that's all I had that was clean in the bar.
Somebody at Amsterdam is rolling around.
They're upset. I'm sorry.
Send
me some glasses.
Send us some cups. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Here's a quick little. Oh,
Salute.
Go ahead. Yeah, salute, man. Here's a quick little funny story. So I was looking at. I don't know if you've seen these, Junior. It's like a baseball bat, and it's hollowed out into a cup.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know? Have you ever looked at how much those are?
They're pretty pricey.
They're like a bill US before shipping.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get a sponsor, but they weren't able to come through. No replies. So how's it tasting?
It's very hoppy.
Okay.
There's really nice. It finishes really nice. It's almost it's got like a it's really fresh. Very mellow as well.
Any story on the back of the can? Is there any tail?
Let me just top that up. It's a very cold can. My fridge is like crazy cold. Share your Amsterdam beer. Hashtag it. Okay, well, we'll hashtag that for sure.
All right.
Brewed fresh daily using natural ingredients for a clean, crisp taste with a smooth, mellow finish. Is that not how I just described the beer? I mean, I thought it was pretty damn close.
Love it.
All right, established 1986. That's a great year.
Awesome. Okay.
That was the year my brother was born. 1986.
There you go. Shout out to Lloyd's on Queen.
Oh, wrong one. Jesus. If you haven't been, go. It's a great little bar.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, let's rock into Toronto's very own, October's very own, Mr. Aubrey Graham. Drake at the Billboard Awards won the award for Decade of the Year award, I guess, or Decade of the Year, I guess, Artist of the Decade.
Yeah.
Just butchering that. What's your take on Drake?
Listen, man, he's got songs that talk about how he started at the bottom and now he's here. This guy literally started out acting on Degrassi, and everyone laughed when he was like, "I've got a flow that no one's heard, no one understands it. It's just different, and it's what hip hop and R&B need right now."
Yep.
And everyone thought he was a joke. They literally thought he was a joke, and look at what he's doing now. Like literally, the trajectory that this guy's career has taken has just been absolutely ridiculous, unmarked. No one would have in their wildest dreams thought that he would have gotten as big as he did. But we love him here in the city, and everyone still bumps Drake wherever they go, no matter who you are, how old you are. 50-year-old woman going down the road on her own, she's got Drake pumping. Everyone listens to Drake, and for good reason. You know, I've got a bunch of his stuff. Love listening to it. More of the earlier stuff.
Yeah.
But that's just me. But nothing but congratulations and respect to Drake for everything that he's done for the city, for basketball, and for music. To be honest with you.
Listen, Drake is a global icon. This man is recognized all across the world. He's got more hits than Sammy Sosa. You know what I mean? Like,
Sosa didn't have that many hits.
Whatever.
He's got more hits than Pete Rose.
Sure, but more than Pete Rose. There you go. This guy, everything he touches turns to gold. I mean, he dropped 3 songs on a mixtape. They debuted at 1, 2, and 3 on the Billboard music charts. I mean, when he drops Certified Lover Boy, which I'm sure is going to come out in the next month, I'm going to say, so it can bump all summer long in everybody's car, in every boombox and every Bluetooth speaker across the globe. Are going to be playing. How many TikTok dances will come out of that album? I don't know yet, and I also don't care.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a lot. Drake is a cultural icon. He, kind of reintroduced Toronto to the map, I would say, because Vince Carter was kind of the guy who did that in the 90s, 2000s era. He's done a ton for the game of basketball in terms of the Raptors and being that global ambassador and building those relationships with those players. Nobody thought a rapper could sing and rap and, do all the different stuff that he's done. So big kudos to Drake. Also want to shout out another artist from Toronto who cleaned up the Billboard Awards, The Weeknd, who got Grammy snubbed. And I believe he took home 10 billboards at this. He was easily hands down the artist of the year last year. And the fact that he wasn't even nominated for a Grammy is why the Grammys are redoing their nomination system. Probably because a lot of these people that are sitting on that board are execs of a specific music organization, and they're going to pump their artist. They're not going to pump another artist up. They may be more than one of them at the same organization. So what's your, just real quick, Weeknd, what's your thoughts on Weeknd?
Hey, it's great for him. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of turned his back on the establishment and just said, screw it. I think his attitude towards it was good. At the end of the day, you're kind of bang on. And when it comes to stuff like this, it's pop culture, right? And people should be, if you're a record exec, you shouldn't be voting for music awards. It should be someone who's impartial, non-biased. That's how everything gets done. That's how it is. So at the end of the day, it's great for him that he's getting recognized when he should.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, just we're getting a comment in here. Let me see if I can pop this comment up real quick, which is Canadian music scene is on fire. Well, there's no doubt about that. You got Justin Bieber. If he touches anything, it turns to gold. Shawn Mendes, another Canadian kid. All these guys are from Ontario. They're just absolutely tearing up the charts. I mean, if all these guys drop an album, they could possibly fill up almost the top 50. So awesome. Okay, let's move on to Phil Mickelson, winning a major, the oldest man to do it. What's your take on Phil, and how did he do this? And talk about the betting aspect of this, because there were some people who made some big bucks.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of people who made quite a bit of money. It had come out that a lot of people were hedging Phil going into this tournament, and Lefty didn't disappoint. He was going off at I think 2,800 to 1. Something crazy like that.
Yeah, I think it was 3,000 actually, because I saw a big ticket.
Yeah, I've seen it as high as 3,500, but I've seen more kind of in that 2,800 range.
Yeah.
So I mean, think about literally putting $100 on Phil to win. You're buying a car.
It's nuts, eh?
A cheap car, but you're buying a car, $30,000 car. I think it's great for golf that you've got a guy who should be kind of on the Masters, not the Masters tournament, but like on the Masters tour with those guys that are over 50 who's still coming out. And he is Shooter McGavin, actually. The character was based off of him. But thank you.
Is that true?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
He's known to be a little bit of a grizzly dude. kind of closed off. He's had some pretty epic battles with Tiger. Phil has given us, he was always the number 2 guy behind Tiger. But he's given us some absolutely phenomenal, golf, and kind of watching him hold that trophy and raise that up was a nice sign for a guy my age who likes to go golfing and has aspirations of not going anywhere other. There's Phil. So congratulations to Phil. Let's see another one.
So he's going to be playing at it's the Masters, right? That's up next.
I don't know what's up next.
There's a tournament that's up next. I'm not sure which one. I want to say it's the Masters, but apparently it's like in his hometown or something like this. Is it Twin Pines or something? I'm not sure. Torrey Pines.
Yeah, so that's not the Masters.
Is he from that area?
I think so. Yeah, that's not the Masters.
I saw them talking about that. That's right.
It might be the Players, not the Players, but anyway, it's another championship. But it's this guy's trying to get majors under his belt. That's where the money is, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, awesome. So we have a retirement in the world of soccer. This is a big one. I mean, yeah. I don't typically go for Italy on the world stage. I'm not as involved in, these other soccer leagues. But when Buffon was playing, I always cheered for Buffon. For whatever reason, Gigi, he had a little place in my heart. I enjoyed him. I liked him. I loved seeing him compete. Captain of the team. What's your thoughts on Buffon?
Forza Azzurri. Buffon was the backstop to some great Italian teams for a long time. This guy was a quality goalkeeper, quality guy, quality player. The guy gave a lot back. So to kind of see him go out to the fanfare that no doubt he will, I'm sure they're going to retire him all over the place. But class character, class guy, and, it's too bad because we're probably not going to see another like Gigi. So it's unfortunate because I think the personality a little bit has gone out of soccer because when you see the stars, they're very kept back. Maybe Ronaldo's a little more out front, but he does things very, very quietly in his personal life. So none of them kind of live in front of the camera like Gigi did. So, it's kind of a passing of the torch of that old school football to kind of the new school. Not sure how much, it's going to get close to anything like him, but, absolute class act. So congrats to Gigi on a wonderful career.
Good little note here from Double X. Always the bridesmaid chasing the Champions League, but never got it.
Yeah.
Tough one. Would you say he's the top player that Italy ever had overall?
No.
Who would you put up there?
Totti, Del Piero. I mean, you're talking about guys that carried that team. Gigi was a great goalie. Don't get me wrong. He's probably the best goalie they've ever had. But if you're going to have me say to put him over Alessandro Del Piero, I don't think I could do it.
Okay. All right. Fortnite, NBA. So they're doing a skin release, I guess. I think it's limited teams only. I'm not sure if it's a playoffs only situation. Our number one fan is there. Oh.
Yeah, she's in the house.
Okay. So Fortnite times NBA. I played Fortnite while it was popular, but I'm coming to find that it's still popular. So as many people as they use, they're picking them back up with different kids and so on. Are you a fan of this game at all? Have you played it?
I played it once. I'll never play it again.
Okay.
Not a fan of Fortnite. Go ahead, make fun of me, roast me because I'm old and I don't play Fortnite, but I'm a Call of Duty guy. And you could pick the worst COD, and I'd play the worst COD over Fortnite.
Okay. All right. I don't think this will be enough to dial me in, being a huge NBA fan.
What are you going to do? You're going to run around like LeBron with a gun in your hand? It just I don't get the concept.
So who was it? It was Patrick Mahomes, I think, put a tweet out today saying he hadn't played Fortnite in a bit of time, and then he jumped into play and ended up getting killed by a character wearing his jersey. So I think that's just dropped today, but it's kind of, a little tongue-in-cheek, a little bit funny there.
Yeah.
Okay, are you done the blonde?
Almost.
Okay, we're going to get your thoughts on the blonde in a moment.
It's a big can.
Okay. No problem.
I did like it. It was a nice, smooth finish.
Okay.
A little gassy.
Okay.
Some pretty high end carbonation in this thing. It's got a really light color, so
Yeah,
it's not heavy. It's not heavy at all. This is like a mood beer though. You got to be in a certain kind of mood to drink this. I don't know what kind of mood it is, but it is a mood. But it's a good beer. I enjoy it. Like I've this to me might be like that night at the cottage with the sweater on in front of the fire.
Okay.
This would be kind of like a beer that I would drink at that time.
I almost feel the fire right on my fingertips there, Junior. Okay, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like, throw a comment in there. We got some good comments. I know you're laughing at that one. I'm on the fence of whether or not to show it on thing, or maybe you got to log in. You got to go and you got to respond to the comments that you're seeing here. But it's not around. That's where it isn't. Okay, let's switch our next deck here. Let's move along.
Okay.
Double X has got me laughing. Okay, so break down the next beer. Stella, it's very well known.
Stella Artois, 1366, Belgian. This is over 600 years of Belgian brewing experience brought to life in a beautifully balanced lager. Plus de 60 ans d'expertise, le brassage beige mise de parfait d'un lager magnifiquement équilibré. Okay. Let's see the pour.
Okay.
I'll just tell the kid we're doing a giveaway.
Yeah, if you haven't already joined the PS5 giveaway, it's on one of our other videos, so check that out. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at the comments here. Okay, let's get you on that first sip there, Junior.
Okay.
Enjoy it for me. Stella's one of my favorite beers of all time.
Salute. Nicely see, very light color too.
Looking a little bit light, yeah. That's interesting. Is that Heineken glass got a tint on it?
No tints. Yeah, that's a class beer right there. Champ, so if you watch the video, it's going to tell you that we're going to announce the winner live on our NBA championship preview show, which will happen right before the NBA finals start. So there is still some time left. So go out, watch some videos, share them, like them, do whatever you got to do, follow the rules. Make sure you fit into all of the rules. You're over 18 because there are some stipulations in there, but make sure you fit in, and then we're going to draw a winner.
Yes. Okay. We talked about NBA Fortnite. We talked about our NBA preview show where we're going to announce the winner of the PS5. So please like, subscribe, comment. Moving right in, LeBron James.
Oh, don't get me started on this guy.
I'm going to start, actually, if you don't mind.
Go,
okay.
Please.
All right. So LeBron, we rip you quite a bit on the cast. It's almost a static topic now, I think. But you know what? You keep doing stuff that we don't like. We just don't like the stuff that you're doing. I'm sorry to say. But this is what it is to start. First, stop flopping. You're flopping around like a fish out of water. NBA, you didn't get touched in the chin. Your shoulder is completely fine. The fall, you acting and falling onto the court was actually more damaging than what Chris Paul was doing to your shoulder, which was nothing. What else? The play-in. All of a sudden, you're a fan of the play-in. We ripped you on one of the other casts saying that you weren't a fan of the play-in. Who came up with the play-in? You're the one who got the NBA's buy-in for this play-in tournament. So hate it or love it, the Don's on top. Okay, the game, we don't want to hear about it anymore. Don't mention the word play-in any presser. I don't want to hear about it again. What else? You got something for sure. I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one thing.
I always have things. LeBron.
No one's going to watch Space Jam 2.
I'm not. In fact, the night that your Space Jam 2 premieres, I'll be watching Space Jam 1.
Sorry, before you get into the LeBron.
Yes.
One thing about Space Jam, there is a cameo by Jordan. And I'm telling you this is like breaking news last week. I'm telling you they dropped this news because the feedback on Space Jam with LeBron was probably getting so little hype that they had to say that there was a cameo by Jordan to get people to watch. Now, I probably will watch that segment where Jordan is, but I'm not watching the entire movie to watch LeBron James.
I'll wait till someone posts it online.
I watch him act on the court every night.
Yeah, I don't need to watch his movie just so I can see Jordan. I'll wait till someone shows it on YouTube or something. LeBron, my man, the man I love to hate. Let me give you some advice here, buddy. You're not playing soccer. Okay, you're not in the MLS, so stop acting like it. Okay, if you want to know what real basketball players are, look at the guys who played in the 80s. Look at the guys who played in the 70s. Look at what happened to them and the fact that they didn't do what you do. You've never seen Jordan flop. You've never seen him take an elbow and drop to the ground. This man would take a shot in the stomach on the way up and still go up and finish like a man.
103 temperature, flu games.
Yeah. So do yourself a favor, play like a man, and just shut up and just play. Stop doing what you're doing, because every time you open your mouth, you're getting yourself in trouble. The fact that you broke health protocols and the NBA is not making you sit for 2 weeks, you don't have to sit for 2 weeks, but if someone else does it, they have to sit for 2 weeks.
Was there a fine on that protocol?
Didn't get fined, but Kristaps Porzingis just got fined $50K for breaking health protocols, and he's not sitting for 2 weeks. NBA, get your stuff together, because this is laughable. So what happens?
This is the playoffs. I don't want to see anybody missing their player. I'm not down with the 2 weeks, but hit them with the fine.
No, but if you're breaking health protocols and someone gets sick and dies from this, that they were in the stadium, like, come on. These are people's lives you're playing with.
Yeah.
Stop screwing around. Like, there's people dying around the world, and you're just, oh, well, we can't have LeBron not in the playoffs. We're not going to get the ratings that we need. Who cares?
You know who he was with, right? He was with Drake.
He was with Drake, of course.
And I got a theory on this. So there's a short 2-minute video that we had posted on our IG. Go follow our IG if you haven't already, where it's Drake's Decade Award, and LeBron is the voiceover for that award and the history of.
He could have done that at home.
I agree.
Did he need to be in the building to do a voiceover?
No, he did not.
Absolute joke. Absolute joke. You know, LeBron, just finish off. You know, you've got a few years left in your career. Just go out with some class. You know, if you get a couple more rings, yeah, great for you. It's never going to change the fact that you're never going to be the greatest of all time, ever, no matter what. It's not happening. Stop chasing the stars. Just cement your legacy. And right now, your legacy is tarnished like crazy. So clean up, buddy. Clean up.
Yeah. And they're playing Phoenix tonight. So let's see what happens there. But there's already a lot of talk that's saying this is the highest chance of an upset likely in the first round of the playoffs. Let's see. Let's move on to Soulja Boy Verzuz challenge, which is against Bow Wow. So I'm actually surprised. If anybody who doesn't know what the Verzuz challenge are, basically what you're doing is you're putting two artists together, head to head, and you're going to match up their music catalog. So you've seen, Method versus Red, I think it was, Ghostface versus Raekwon. You've seen some big
DMX
names.
versus Snoop.
DMX, Snoop. That was an unbelievable one. Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow. Now, I can't tell you. We had to put this on because we thought it was a bit of a joke, actually. I don't know. Besides, like, Superman from Soulja Boy, I can't even name another song of his. Same with Bow Wow.
Yeah, but okay. Let's just kind of talk about the careers of these two. Bow Wow has a catalog that would squash Soulja Boy. So is this guy just trying to grab on some relevancy in the game? That I don't even remember the last time this guy was relevant at all. Maybe when he got released from prison, that might have been it. Other than that, I couldn't even tell you a line from one of his songs. I couldn't even tell you any of his songs. I remember Bow Wow because he was like Mike. He had his music all over that movie. Yeah. And he was a child rapper, and it was a joke. This little kid rapping and making millions of dollars, but. I think the catalog that Bow Wow has is just going to absolutely destroy Soulja Boy. So I don't even know.
Agree.
Like, why are you even putting this on? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, let me see Nas versus Jay-Z. Give me that versus.
That would be
You want people to tune in, right? You don't want people to not look at it.
That's too hot to handle.
But you're going to get numbers. That's what they're doing this for, is numbers, right? You want advertising. You want money.
If you go Nas versus Jay-Z, that's like a 3-hour biopic.
It could be.
That's no tall order. That's no short order there. That's a big catalog. I mean, you go through Nas's first 3 albums, that alone can stand the test of time against anybody's top album.
His weight would still crush Jay-Z, But anyway,
I have no doubt in my mind. I put Nas probably at the top.
Crown the best lyricist.
Okay, I can't talk about Soulja Boy anymore. Let's move on to the no-hitters in baseball. So baseball has broken a record for no-hitters in a season with already 6.
So they're one shy.
One shy, okay.
They're at 6 right now, and the modern day era was 7, and then happened in 1990, 1991, and 2012.
Okay,
that's for a full season, and here we are in May. And we've had Joe Musgrove, Carlos Rodon, John Means, Wade Miley, Spencer Turnbull, and Corey Kluber all pitch no-hitters. And I'll also add that so much gas, jeez, that the Seattle Mariners have been no-hit twice this season.
Wow,
twice.
So what's contributing to these no-hitters early in the season? We're not even at the midway mark here.
I don't know what it is. It's either guys that are just trying to hit the long ball, because, I mean, let's be honest, the long ball's sexy. Everyone wants to see home runs.
Sure.
But, I just think the pitchers are getting better. They're getting wilier. And I can also say, from what I've seen so far, the strike zones are pretty paltry. They're horrible.
Are they generous?
They're way too generous.
Okay.
I still watch baseball outside of the Jays. I love my Jays, but I do watch other games as well. I'm not a homer. I love baseball. And I've seen some games where they're giving one pitcher 6.5, 7 inches off the strike zone, but they're not giving it to the other guy. So I don't know if this is going to pave the way for these robotic umps to come in or whatever it is, but this is something that needs to get fixed. They got to start paying more umps, like paying more salary for these umps or whatever it is to bring these guys in, because it's getting pretty bad. When you look at everything being changing for the new generation, baseball umpiring is one thing that hasn't been. It's still an old boys club, and when I have a strike zone, it's from your shoulders to your knees. That's it. That's the zone. It don't change. It changes on your height. That's it. Yeah. That's how it changes. It doesn't. You don't have your own strike zone. As an umpire, you should not have your own strike zone. It dictates the size of the guy that's standing in the box. It's that simple. It's the chest, so a little bit below the shoulders to your knees. That's it. It doesn't change. So I don't understand why it's changing so much. And it's been happening for years and years and years. And I think they need to start bringing in a new crop of umpires to change this up.
I was gonna say, is it a case of you look at some of these umps in the major leagues, and you saw this in the NBA as well. Some of these guys are getting up in years. Is eyesight a factor? Are these guys just they're not picking up? Their reaction times aren't as quick. I see a lot of older refs in baseball, and that's not to say that they can't umpire the game.
There was Angel Hernandez, right? This guy looked like he was 75 years old. Worst umpire I've ever seen in my life, and he got fired. I mean, he tried to make it about something else, like his background, but it didn't change the fact that he was just the worst ump ever. Ever. I think there's things that baseball is trying to do to clean up its game. I think the one way it's going to learn to clean up its game the quickest is just to fix this umpire issue big time.
Yeah. Okay. Will this record be broken this season?
That is 100%. If you can get a prop bet on that and it's got a plus sign next to it, hammer it. It.
Would there be a prop bet that would allow for more than one, like it to be broken by a certain amount?
Yeah, I'm sure there would be.
Interesting.
I'm sure someone's got that going right now.
Okay. We got Double X saying we need Topper Harley in there to throw the smoke.
Rick Vaughn, baby.
Yeah. Okay, look, one other thing. Yankees pitching. Just because I know you hate the Yankees, or you not a fan of the Yankees pitching. How's that pitching looking now?
Still the same.
Still the same? Okay.
Hasn't changed.
All right.
Everyone still loves the Yankees. I don't know why.
New York, man. Speaking of, I know we don't have any more basketball on the agenda, but did you see the mayor of New York today on?
Dude.
So for everybody who's watching who didn't know, the mayor of New York today came out and basically lambasted Trae Young for looking for foul calls in Madison Square Garden in the NBA and in the series against the Knicks. So Trae Young plays for the Atlanta Hawks, and he's basically was just reaming him out, saying, "Why are you looking for? Don't bring that to New York. This is a basketball town." What's your take on that, real quick?
First of all, the mayor of New York would get jumped in Marcy, so I don't know what he's talking about. Don't bring.
And he was wearing a Knicks hat during this presser.
Listen, politicians, don't get involved. Stay in your lane. Worry about what trees need to get planted where. Don't start bringing basketball into this. You know, the thing that you're supposed to do as a mayor is call the mayor of Phoenix and say, hey, let's have a friendly wager. You know, I bet you
6-pack.
Yeah, and the loser's got to fly the flag, at City Hall.
Yeah.
You don't call a press conference to start calling guys out.
By name.
By name. Don't bring that here. Like, you don't belong in that arena.
Will that set Trae off?
Chill out. Of course. Dude, Trae is going to go off now. He is going to go off, and the Knicks are going to lose this series.
Oof. That's possible. That upset is also on that's being talked about right now. They play tomorrow at 7:30, so check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, Kendall, Devin Booker. Booker's currently playing in a series against the Lakers right now. The whole part about why we have this on there is the Kardashian curse, etc. Looking at the past suitors for Kendall here, we have former NBA players, Ben Simmons and Blake Griffin.
She ran through an all-star team, let's be honest.
There's a couple of
Jordan Clarkson, 6th man of the year.
6th man of the year, that's official.
Potential DPOY. Kuzma, I hate that guy. And then Blake Griffin. So literally that could be a starting 5 for the Sacramento Kings. Like not a great starting 5, but
hashtag where careers go to die.
Yeah, I mean that's Chris Webber.
Now technically she's not a Kardashian though.
She's a half Dashian. She's a Jenner Dashian. So that's
is
still
that why?
there.
And like Benson and Blake Griffin's career is not over. These guys aren't over. Hey, Jordan Clarkson went on to win the 6th man. So maybe she's just not affected by this.
He had to get that stank off, though. And, Blake Griffin's career did kind of take a bit of a downturn there for a while. I mean, man wasn't dunking for, 4 years? Pulling a Vince Carter, I ain't dunking no more. I ain't that kind of player. Yeah, no, Blake, you are because your jump shot's horrible. But, I like Book. I like Book.
I like him. He's class.
I could give about Kendall Jenner. Like, I couldn't care less about her. I mean, so who cares?
Okay.
Really.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure she's a nice girl. I'm sure she's a nice girl. And if her and Book, go far, then great. If not, I mean, it's just a relationship. These people shouldn't have to live their personal lives in the public eye. I mean, give them their privacy and let it bloom or die, so you know what, just leave him alone.
We got it up here because Book's in the series and we definitely want him to close it out, so we don't want any issues with them closing the Lakers.
If they close them, then I guess the curse is dead.
100%.
Mind you, Kim's single now, right? And she likes them ball players too. Yeah.
I destroyed former Raptor Chris Humphries when I saw him after that breakup at the ACC at the time.
I'm sure you weren't the only one.
Oh, I was asked to simmer down a little bit.
Oh, were you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I was yelling out Mrs. Kardashian.
Oh.
Or sorry, Mr. Kardashian.
Well, he probably had anyway, we won't get there.
Yeah. But anyhow, let's keep this moving. Hockey playoffs are in effect. Leafs current score 3-0.
It is 3-zip with 18:32 left in the third. Sorry, 16:37 in the third. So this is for a 3-1 lead.
Go Leafs, go! If you watch our betting show, or if you like betting or picks, subscribe to our channel. It'll help our channel grow. But you'll get our offside bets, which we do live on Thursdays. Junior is a big fan of first game road teams. So when they come to when they go to the opposing player's arena, they like that team to win. And that's exactly
on the switch. So
on the switch,
the higher seed gets the first 2 at home, and then they switch back to the lower seed. So I like the road team splitting there, but I also like the road team in the first game of the series.
Yeah.
It's hit almost every series, so you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
it's a good
tune in
bet.
on Thursday. Okay, suspensions. Let's pull up
the game I love,
the one that we really don't like, and former Leaf. Now, this was a disgusting hit.
Here in Leafland, I think we have another shot of the actual the moments before the hit.
You want the moment?
Let's get the moment.
Okay.
Now we're used to Naz's antics here in Toronto, and I mean it was one of the main reasons why we got him out of here, because he just seems to do a lot of boneheaded things. So when you see this picture right now, the puck's gone. Okay, there's no reason to go into him. The puck's gone, and this is something that keeps happening. This mindset that you need to finish your check. Okay, this is a very archaic, old school way of looking at things. This doesn't have to happen now. The game is so fast.
Doesn't belong in today's game.
The manufacturers of this equipment is making it stronger and harder and lighter, and these guys, it's like they think they're invincible. Yeah. But when you get an elbow pad, a glove, a stick, a knee into someone's head, you're talking about long-term damage. This is something that's not needed in the game today. You're playing a game to entertain fans who pay hard-earned money to see their heroes. And when you're getting guys that are getting these headshots, and this has been the problem in the game, and I almost want to blame George Peros, the head of NHL safety, for not doing what he needs to do and laxing in his job. So I'm calling you out, Peros. Get off your butt and start policing, because if you don't, someone's going to die.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting ridiculous. So if we pop up the next one, this was in the St. Louis series. Colorado swept them. Again, the puck's gone. He didn't need to go and follow through his check, but he rung the guy's bell. He got 8 games for it, and he's even trying to challenge it. You know what? Take the medicine, sit at home, and be quiet, and then hope that the Avs are around in a week and a half where they can still play your game. So if we can move to the next one, because this is kind of rampant, this playoff series. So
is it the Leafs one? Sorry, Junior.
Yeah, it's the Leafs one.
Okay.
So John Tavares. So this is Weber on Matthews. If you look at Weber's face, he's not even looking at the puck. He's just trying to cross-check and hurt the guy in front of him. And then here, you can see Shura with his knee out. It was a knee-on-knee collision with Tavares, which then led to Corey Perry, who you can see in this picture, sees exactly what's happening with Tavares.
Yeah.
And what happens next is Perry hammers Tavares in the face with his knee, knocked him out cold, put him in the hospital, and on the sidelines for 2 weeks. This is just in 2 series. I think we have one more. I believe it's the Wayne Simmons.
Let's see here. Let's try this one. Sorry, we don't have...
Bear with us. Yes.
Okay.
Look where the lumber is. Look where the lumber is.
Guys,
and if you can see at the back of Edmondson, who's number 44 in this picture, if you can see that little head right there, that's Carey Price looking at the puck. The puck is nowhere near, and look at the lumber in the face.
From both ends.
From both ends. No suspensions, no fines, no nothing.
This isn't the regular season either, right? Like, this is playoff hockey. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit more gritty, but at the same time, the players need to be protected. This is what we've been waiting for. This is why they played 56 games to get to this point where they can play in the Stanley Cup Finals. So need these guys. What did these guys get in terms of suspensions? What was handed down?
Nothing.
Kadri didn't get nothing.
Kadri got 8
games of the playoffs.
Of the playoffs, which is
so
pretty
he
big.
Could possibly return if they were.
If they win the next series, he could return.
Wow.
Edmondson, who's number 44 in this picture, got nothing. And Chariot, who was the guy who needed Tavares, he got nothing on this. And got nothing on the Tavares hit where he clearly put his knee out to try to trip up Tavares. So these are the 3 guys. You've got number 8, Chariot. In the middle is Weber. And at the bottom there is number 44, Edmondson. These guys are trash.
And Kadri as well. Add Kadri to this mix.
You can add Kadri, but these 3 specifically have intent to hurt and injure players. Now, anyone who wants to say after seeing everything that, oh, they didn't mean to do any of that, I'm sorry. You're taught from an early age to keep your stick down, not to cross-check guys in the halfway up their face.
Great point.
Okay? Yeah. You're also taught to never lead with your knee, which Chariot did with Tavares. And you could see that Corey Perry, one of the dirtiest players in NHL history, saw exactly what happened. So people who want to say he didn't mean to do that, BS. Corey Perry is trash.
I mean, I'm putting Kadri right here. He's got the history as well, and it's not only did he was coming across there. You mentioned it. The puck's nowhere in sight. The puck's behind him. So why aren't you playing the puck? The other thing is that not only that, is he jacks his arm back. He cocked it back and went right in, right? He loaded that thing.
It was his intent to hurt.
Absolutely.
And that is absolute Bush League stuff.
Yeah.
And
has no place in the National Hockey League.
No room in this game for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So if it was up to me, Peros, number 1, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous. They're trying to take guys' heads off, and you're sitting there laughing, collecting salary from the NHL. You goof. Sorry.
Yeah. No, don't be sorry. It's a hot topic, and we don't want to see this happen. No. We were watching game 1, and we see this happen. Tavares goes down. I mean, what does that do for the team? He's a captain. Tough stuff. Okay. I think that's a wrap for us then, Junior. Yeah. What was the let's get the take on the Stella. I think it's my prediction is very easy. I've had Amsterdam as well, but what's your thoughts? Final.
I am going to go with the Stella.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll push the Stella through.
High quality beer. What bracket are we hitting next?
We're gonna roll some dice on that and figure that out. But I think you'll see that on Tuesday. We're gonna open up the new bracket.
Okay, awesome. Hopefully I'll be back. We'll see. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like for us, hit the comments. We really appreciate it. It helps grow our channel. We're trying to do the best for you guys and give you guys exactly what you're looking for. So please let us know what we are doing right, what we are doing wrong, and what we would like to see more of. We are open to all suggestions. We want to thank you. We appreciate your enjoyment. Hopefully you appreciated it. We appreciate your attention. And for everybody here at Offside Out of Bounds, I'm Adam.
I'm Junior.
See ya real